A grown man and his son under a blanket together. I just watched a video of a mother recording her husband under the blanket with her son and giggling uncontrollably about it. The dad looks surprised and he's literally trying to pull up his underpants and keep the blanket covering so you don't see his skin. His son appears from under the blanket and covers his face because he's mortified that he's caught. And this is not to shame the son because he's obviously being put in a position where he's being groomed, essayed, whatever you want to call it. Now this is the creator TNC. Then they came on and deleted the video and then made a backup video to it explaining that it was innocent. It was nothing. If it was innocent and nothing, then leave the video up and stitch it and explain yourself. Now, the fact that you came on and tried to say it was an innocent moment where the dad just hopped into the bed and was trying to look at his son's phone, but you're sitting there reading a script so you don't say anything incorrectly, don't try to gaslight the world. I'm not going to show the video because I don't know if the kid is a minor, but you're failing that kid. You're failing your son. You don't stop it, you don't remove him from the situation, and you record and giggle. But it's okay because I'm a content creator, so I had to run and get my phone and film this moment. It's not the content people want to see. The content we want to see is, hey, this was happening. Let me record this for evidence and get my out of there, pull him off of him and beat the living poop out of him and protect my son because kids are who matters. Enough of this crap.
Look at these two grown men. What's going on here? Why is there so much shuffling, huh? Oh, you're trying to take us down? Oh, yeah. Quit! Give me the blanket! Why are you hiding? What was that sound? You know, it's crazy. I didn't start asking questions until after you started saying that you're trying to look at us. I didn't even ask. You just said it. You burned yourself out. I know you weren't doing it. I know exactly what you look like when you lie. I'm calling your doctor, just so you know. I'm not gonna put my phone away. Joke's on you, I'm not recording. I'm on live. Try to do something to me. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm calling the police! You think I can't tell that you're pulling up your pants right now? Oh, you wanna know what I'm doing now? Sending a mass email to all the parents from wrestling! I'm packing up your clothes right now. Actually, I'm not packing it up. I'm throwing it out! Son, I made you an appointment with a therapist. Uh-huh, thank you. So that was the divorce lawyer. Be prepared. I don't want your excuse. I wonder who that could be.
FBI, open up!
This is a video.
Hey! I'm sorry, you guys are grown adults.
Trying to look at his phone.
Huh?
He was over there smiling at his phone.
Oh yeah?
Let me see.
Why you want to smile?
Huh?
You don't need to smile.
What do you mean?
You an old man.
I ain't no old man. Ciao, girl. Bond me with my son. I miss this nigga.
Everybody that's seen this video felt some type of way, like you would feel it like there's everything wrong with the video. I mean, unless we are looking at a different video. So it didn't take me to hear what other people were saying about the video. I actually first saw the video, you know, like people were stitching it, and before people could comment, I could even see like, what's this? I mean, it doesn't just make sense. Like all these weird faces is showing. It's sort of like he wants to smile. It's like you've caught boy and girl teen in the blankets, and maybe they pretend to be wrestling, to be wrestled, like they're doing some wrestling, because now you've walked on them. Like if you've had maybe somebody walk on you, maybe while you are playing or touching yourself, I think there's just some weird energy you give off. You know, maybe you might play it off as if you are sleeping, or pretend like you are, you know. stretching or doing some weird stuff, but it always gives out like you are just doing some weird stuff under the blanket. And that's what this guy, the father and the son, were giving out. And you could hear him say like, are you taking it? Is it taking it or take it? He said something like that. If you like listen carefully in the beginning of the video before she said something, he was like, take it. Are you going to take it? Take what? You're trying to get the phone, and now you see the excuses he was giving that I'm trying to get his phone. He's up here smiling. We looked at his face. He's not smiling. If anything, maybe I don't know. He's sort of ashamed. I don't know. The face is, and he had his eyes closed when he was coming out of the blankets.
A few weeks ago, I posted a video of my husband and son wrestling around in the bed. So we just got home from watching his championship football game, and we walked by his room and we noticed he was smiling down at his phone. So one of those smiles where you know that he's most likely smiling at a girl. So my husband jumped in the bed to try and look at his phone to see why he was smiling so big for. In the midst of all this, I whipped out my phone because, we're content creators. I started filming them. It was funny, it was hilarious, and it was wholesome to see my son and his dad just wrestling around in the bed, even at their big old age. Total fail, because not even 1 hour later, my video was going viral, but for the wrong narrative. People started commenting on my posts, how disgusting this video is, yada yada. The most horrible and disgusting comments, and people resharing, reposting with their own narrative of false accusations. Are getting hundreds of DMs, hundreds of tags, people threatening us, saying that they're calling the FBI.
Okay, so if let's say as a family you know what was happening, then there was no point in taking the video down. Why did you take the video down? If all of you together, your son was really laughing at the text messages on his phone. And you know what? Mostly kids nowadays, they don't really maybe do that smile at the text messages. I mean, a boy smiling at his text messages. Mostly, maybe you might say maybe he was on the video call or something, or he was talking with the girl or something. But smiling at his text messages, I don't know. I don't know. Do boys still smile at text messages? So he was smiling at the text messages. So she was able to get the feeling that the boy was probably talking to a girl, but still, she couldn't tell that even if the father jumped into the bed trying to check the phone, she couldn't tell that it was acting all weird. Or can I say he jumped in the bed trying to see what was on the phone? Why did he get under the blankets? Because you can be on top of your son is covered, yes, he's in the blanket, chatting with the girl. You can get on the blanket, or he can pull the blanket to say, hey, Sonny, who are you talking to? Sonny has a girlfriend. You know, like, it's more of that than entering the blankets and then you find that they are all positioned weird, and he has his back sort of pushing forward like this. You understand? And then he's also trying to cover his back with the blanket. Like, he was just acting all weird, you know. Weird. Anyway, they were wrestling, but the kind of wrestle, it was weird.
Let me hold your hand, okay? That mom that recorded and posted the video of her husband and son under the blanket doing everything but praying, okay? She posted it and acted like that because she was trying to shame them for what they were doing. Okay? She wasn't doing it because it was funny and it was a girl. He was on the phone texting and he jumped in the bed to fuck all that. I know that's a lie because the younger son is also wetting the bed. He's a 3D PO, and he's been probably doing that with the 20-year-old who isn't his biological son, by the way, for years, for fucking years. Stop. She didn't just do it because it was funny. Why did it start there? Why did it start there? Get the whole interaction, right? She did it to shame the both of them into changing their behavior. The same way all these other wives, as sick as it is, as fucking disgusting as that video was, that's her reasoning for why she posted that video, to cause all this chaos and force the behavior to change between them two. Because that son, I literally almost puked, because that son is old enough now where he's not a kid anymore, to the point where she looks at that son as competition. That's how these bitches are. These bitches don't give a fuck about the well-being of the child at all. You can tell. She don't give a fuck. And it's not she's just hippy-dippy, doopsy-loopsy and didn't know what was going on. Get the fuck out of here. All these moms know. I don't care how they act. They all fucking know. She did it because she's fucking jealous. Yeah, in my opinion.
He was wearing a glove. No, he wasn't wearing a glove. Yes, he was wearing a glove. No, he wasn't. It's a bracelet. No, it's a glove. Look at his ring. I didn't see a glove at first. And then people slowed the video down. They zoomed in on it. They showed that, like, the ring was sort of cloudy because of how the glove sits on the hand and the glove bunches up at the top, and that's why it looks like a bracelet. I could see it both ways. And that's the thing that's wild about watching a video. Each individual's impression of what they're seeing is how then you feel about it.